Good evening and welcome to Ashbourne for the second round of the RBS Six Nations Women's Rugby, where Ireland, defending Grand Slam champions, take on Wales. I'm Adrian O'Farrell. I'm joined by Joy Neville, former Ireland captain and number 8. And Joy, you played in this fixture last year. It was extremely tough. Are you expecting the same again tonight?
Adrian, how are you? Yeah, I suppose we played Wales obviously away last year and we scored a try in the last few minutes, winning 12 points to 10. So, I mean, Wales are always a very tough opposition to play against, and I predict that they will be very tough again tonight.
They are, however, coming off a surprise defeat last week at home to Italy, where they lost 11 points to 10. And that can't have done their confidence a whole lot of good.
No, I would think that they will begin this game fighting hard. So, yeah,
And,
we'll see. I'm sure it will be very physical here today.
Yeah, a positive start for Ireland there as Wales knock on off Niamh Briggs' kick-off. As Jenny Murphy trucks it up the middle, and that's great strength from Jenny Murphy, the Ireland centre. She had a powerful game last week against Scotland when Ireland won 59-0. Ireland move it left, then Cantwell distributes. Mary-Louise Riley, but that's got knocked on.
Big hit there to Cantwell, but she's up on her feet again, which is good to see.
So Ireland have won 3 of the last 4 encounters between these sides, but 2 of those 3 have been extremely tight, with 136-0 victory sandwiched in the middle of that.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. I don't know if many people remember we played Wales and the game was postponed half time. The referee called it off due to hard ground. They came back a couple of weeks later, played them, and we beat them comprehensively 36-0. So
Tactical genius. That's a great break by De Filippo, the young Welsh centre. Taken down close to the halfway line. Chance for Wales now to spin it wide. But the wide option is turned down by Eleanor Snowsill. Again, Wales, can they go wide? No, they truck it up the middle again. Amy Day now. Snowsill. Out wide to De Filippo, has had a very strong start, and it's a highly rated Welsh centre pairing. They're only 18 and 19, but highly rated nonetheless. Enjoy with this Wales side. They're strong up front. They pack a bit of power up there, but on this occasion that's been held up, and the turnover is to Ireland. But this is a powerful Welsh forward pack.
yeah, absolutely, Adrian. You have very big, strong backs as well as forwards. You see Filippo there in 12. She came off the bench. Quite a lot of changes actually since the last game. We have Robin Wilkins playing 13 today. She was playing 12. Ellen Evans was playing 13 last week, now she's playing wing. So there's been quite a few changes since last week, and they seem to be putting an awful lot of strength and power in the centre of the field.
Indeed, so first scrum, always an interesting test, see how this goes. Larissa Muldoon is back for Ireland this week, and that's a penalty for offside at the base. Larissa Muldoon takes it quickly, taps to Nora Stapleton. And Ireland, good power down the far touchline there, making good yardage and winning the penalty.
Another penalty there, Adrian. I wouldn't be surprised if warnings are going to be given out early on in this game. The referee today is Nick Inwood, and from my past experience with her, she's a very strict referee and isn't one shy to give out yellow cards.
So Niamh Briggs pushes that one down the sideline. Ireland playing into a fairly stiff breeze, and the hope is that we get off this evening before the storm comes, because there is one forecast for tonight.
I would think this would have been a tactical decision in playing against the wind in the first half, because it's due to get worse as the night goes on. So.
Just a slight delay here for, looks like an injury to Eleanor Snowsill, the Welsh out half.
Just to note the changes for Ireland, you have a few changes as well. You have Larissa Muldoon playing 9 in for Amy Yates, and Niamh Briggs coming in for Jack.
And one change on the bench, I think, as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Ortha Simons is off,
And Ashley Baxter is in. Yeah.
Who's a wing. So you have 4 and 4 split backs and forwards.
So taken at the front there by Ireland. Now Stapleton finds Alison Miller coming off her wing. That's good defence again by De Filippo. has had a good start to this match. Ireland in a good central position. Stacey D. Kennedy looking for the ball, but it's Alison Miller in tight. Muldoon, but that's spoiled at the basis. Good pressure by the Welsh in defence there. And
I think Wales are doing a very good job of smothering the ball. They're counter-rucking, they're very, very aggressive, and I think that's something that Ireland were going to predict. But they're not actually sealing the ball quite well there, so unfortunately a penalty given away.
Yeah, and the pre-match interview, Philip Gustoil was pointing out the counter-rucking, defensive rucking power of the Welsh, and that's something to watch out for this evening.
I think something that we'll be seeing today as well, Adrian, is last week Ireland used Jenny Murphy quite a lot up the centre, and it drew in 3 or 4 players, leaving an overlap on the outside. So maybe they'll start using her a couple of times at the start of the game, but they'll probably start spotting her, passing the ball behind her back, drawing the defenders in and spinning it out wide. I think that would actually work quite well if they start using that option.
That's one, but a little scrappy by Wales. Amy Day though waits for it. And Wales look to rumble around the side. And once again, looking to use their forward power. That's well held up there though on this occasion. Slightly loopy pass from Megan Day. That's popped into the corner by Eleanor Snowsell. That's a straight out. The touch judge did run down the line looking as if it had bounced, but that's straight out, and she's come back quite a distance actually as well.
Wales seem to be taking it up forwards, trucking it up, trying to drag in the Irish defenders and spinning it out wide, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of their game plan today.
So Stacey D. Kennedy did throw for Ireland's first line out. Second line out, beg your pardon. And that's taken, I think it was Heather O'Brien, wasn't it? But crooked, yeah.
I think Stacey D. Kennedy would have to be aware of the severe wind tonight, and counter that somewhat.
Actually, even the last few minutes it seems to have picked up a little as I look across at the flags.
It's great to see Niamh Briggs back in her full back position. It's a massive advantage to have her there with her overwhelmingly big leg.
Or kick. Yeah, she's just smashing all around player, really, Niamh Briggs. Player of the tournament, would you say last year?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not just for Ireland.
I think she got a world there as well, World 15.
So the Irish front row, Fiona Coughlin, the captain, Stacey D. Kennedy and Ailish Egan. Prepare for this little test. I just heard during the week that Ailish Egan only started the game 3 years ago and started as a centre, but then blossomed very quickly when she moved into front row.
Yeah, she's a natural player. She's very strong, and she has an ability that not many people would be able to progress in 3 years.
That's a powerful scrum by Ireland there, and that's earned the penalty as the flanker on the far side broke off too early. So it's
to see who will win the contest in the scrum tonight.
Yeah, it looks like a good battle there. But it's a good solid start by Ireland. Philip Doyle will be happy enough, I think, into the breeze. As Niamh Briggs again pushes it down. That's a good kick in the conditions to being played 5 metres inside the Welsh 22. What were your own memories of this game last year? Very tight. Ireland only just about squeaked over the line on that one.
Very tight. And being the first game, looking back now, winning the Grand Slam and just winning literally the last minute of the game, I mean, it said a lot, and obviously we went on to win the Triple Crown and the Grand Slam.
So Nora Stapleton takes it up. Alison Miller in off her wing, makes good progress up the centre. Good position this for Ireland, first chance to really threaten. Marissa Muldoon having to scrap though to get that away. Again, Wales slowing things down at the breakdown. Stapleton has to take it into contact, heavy traffic there. Muldoon again, Lynn Cantwell. That's Niamh Briggs, but it's popped forward. That's well stolen in the tackle, in fact, by Robin Wilkins. Wales with the chance to break.
seem to be coming very fast defensively, and unfortunately Ireland don't have as much time as they did last week in competing with the ball, so they're going to have to watch out for that and maybe get deeper on attack in order to have more time with the ball.
Yeah, certainly they're getting pressurised. They're not having the time and space to execute their moves. So Laurie Harris prepares to take the throw. See if Mary Louise Riley can upset the Welsh line out here. Oh, Wales just getting away with that. The timing on that wasn't great, but they got away with it. Snowsell now takes it up. And again to Filippo, that's a solid tackle. Looked like a knock on to me, but in fact, the referee has given a penalty for not rolling away.
I think Jenny Murphy there got caught on the ground and not allowing the ball to be played. So yeah, penalty again to Wales.
So Snowsell takes play just outside the Irish 22.
Ireland seem to be having a very different game from last week, Adrian, as far as, you know, it's extremely physical out here tonight.
It's certainly a very different proposition. Physically, Ireland were way too dominant for Scotland last week, but that's certainly not going to be the case tonight. So Harris to throw. Again, it's a bit scrappy. Claire Malloy, can't quite get to that. Thought that was a knock on, but not given. Again, Wales look to rumble around the side. Good, solid challenge from Mary Louise Riley there. Wales, that's good body positions. Mm-hmm. It's an interesting tactic given the wind.
Absolutely, yeah.
Again, Day to Snowsell, but that's dropped behind. Chance for Ireland to put the pressure on. Fiona Coughlin making the tackle. Slow at the base. Snowsell decides to use the breeze and sticks that. It's a good kick into the corner.
Great kick. Great kick.
And more sensible, really, in the conditions, I would have thought.
Absolutely, you're right. As far as, you know, the kicking and going, I mean, they have a savage breeze here in the first half.
Yeah.
So I think Wales, if they were smart, they'd use it a bit more.
You'd expect to see this in the second half from them. Into the breeze, you'd expect Wales to be picking and jamming like this. So, first time Ireland having to defend under pressure. Stacey D. Kennedy, premium on the throw in here. And they're using Heather O'Brien at the front and the middle, which is a little unusual. Would have thought Mary Louise Riley would be the banker there.
Yeah, I think Wales are putting up against Mary Louise O'Reilly, so I think they have to use someone else. Todd is constantly going up against O'Reilly.
So Dave Briggs makes a good clearance, takes play just outside, just onto the 22. As the crowd find their voice. Ashbourne is, I think, a little fuller than last week. It's a good crowd. The Irish women's rugby bandwagon is well and truly rolling. So Harry's again to throw. Again, Ireland getting at that line out. It's pretty scrappy stuff from Wales, but they do manage to retain the ball. And again, they look to go narrow. Sophie Spence not quite in position there. But this time, holds it up well. Big game last week from Sophie Spence with 3 tries. So Wales move it wide. Again, that's a big hit from Jenny Murphy in the middle. On Rebecca De Filippo. Snowsell again. That's tackled well by Lynn Cantwell. But it's presented cleanly. Megan York for Wales taking that in. Again, squat character.
Some big hits being put in there, and there's quite a lot of scrappy ball there. I think Larissa Muldoon is finding it very difficult to get the ball out to North Stapleton. So maybe, you know, Ireland need to put 1 or 2 ball in order for it to be clean.
On the positive side, the Welsh line out are struggling to give any really decent possession.
I think both sides are actually struggling to get any decent possession on it so far. Where the conditions not helping them.
So Muldoon to feed. And brought Niamh Briggs in for the clearing kick. But that's a good strong scrum by Wales. And Wales have turned that over. It's a good position for them. Again, they trundle it around the side, sticking to this tactic. Ireland defending that though solidly. Snowshill now looks to make a half break herself. But it's
I think people Ross, I think was it number, I think Heather Roy may have been the offside there. Was Ireland from the
coming
side.
in from the side. So 15 minutes in and Wales have a chance to open the scoring.
I suppose, as predicted, we knew that Wales would have come out fighting, you know, especially after the loss against Italy last weekend. So, I mean, it's about management now, the Irish team maintaining, you know, their composure. And I think one thing that's evident is Ireland are coming up to meet the attacking line rather than they're sitting back. And Wales picking and going, they seem to be gaining ground every time.
So Robin Wilkins, the 18-year-old outside centre, with a kick just on the 22 and 15 metre line.
Robin was, as far as, you know, she's a massive potential, 18 years old, and you know, starting.
The two of them as a centre partnership, Wilkins and Filippo.
Yeah.
That's a fine strike just inside the left-hand upright to open the score. So it's Wales 3, Ireland 0. As the rain starts to come down now, and conditions I think are going to deteriorate fairly quickly, I think, from here.
Great kick from Wilkins, really, you know, in these weather conditions and first few minutes, you know.
So the challenge well and truly laid down to Ireland. This isn't going to be an easy, it's going to be a battle all day, yeah. Yes, I don't think they just talking to that's a good kick by Briggs, which is let bounce into touch by Wells. But the impression I got from last week's Welsh defeat to Italy was that they shouldn't really have lost. They had chances to win it, and Italy kind of dogged it out in poor enough conditions.
With that loss. I think from what I heard, the weather conditions went dismal, and Italy up the jumper rugby and scored 2 tries through mauls.
Didn't look entirely straight, that to me, but they've gotten away with it, and that's a good rolling maul from Wales. And clearly they see their strength up front and are intent on bringing it to bear. That's taken down. Mary-Louise Riley might possibly have been getting away with that. Nice kick deep by Snowshill. Briggs takes and used that strong right foot, but it's gone out on the full.
Unlucky Briggsy. That's an unfortunate error to make.
What value would you put on that win, Joy? Is that a 10-point, 12-point win, or?
I think something close, yeah. Not nice to play against. Games like these, conditions like these, you know, the first half, the second half, you know, you can't predict what way teams will play. I mean, to have that win is a massive advantage.
Yeah, and that's a squint throw. But they don't seem to be getting their jumpers in the air terribly well.
No.
Quite apart from the throw there, which was a bit off.
Interesting to see here with the scrum, the last scrum, the Sheehan was kind of veering inwards, and as a result, Ireland went back. I think maybe pressure from our opposition on the drop. So I'd like to see now whether they'll maintain this one.
So Alison Miller has taken up an interesting position right behind Nora Stapleton there. Interesting to see if she's moved or if that's just a decoy. That's a better scrum. Stapleton now. Feeds Jenny Murphy. Oh, that's a big hit. That's De Filippo on Murphy, and that was, you could hear the collective intake of breath as that hit went in.
Better match, Adrian.
Right.
She's up, she's okay.
Yeah, both of them up. That's. So Muldoon feeds Stapleton. This time just looks to get the clearance away into the centre of the pitch. That's well taken by fullback Divgi Huel. Day. Snowshill goes for the corner again. And again, that's a good kick.
That is a rare kick from Snowshill. I think the game plan they're playing today is very good. You know, they're maintaining pressure down in Ireland's 22, and with conditions like these, I think they're playing a very good game.
Oh, good to see that. Just looked at a replay of that hit on Jenny Murphy by De Filippo, and it really was a cracking hit. Just a brief stoppage here for an injury, but again, a kind of key situation this. Ireland need to keep the score down in the first half. Need to be efficient at this line. It's a Stacey Lee Kennedy to throw. That's overthrown and knocked down. Fortunate for Ireland there.
Yeah, I think Ireland seem to be struggling an awful lot with their lineouts, you know, and it's a massive flip round from last week because they were very solid in both set pieces. So I think that's quite worrying, to be honest. And again, you have Julia Burke, who's normally playing hooker, so it's good to see that you know you have a very strong bench and a lot of options that you have on the bench that you can bring on as well.
So scrum now to Ireland, just 5 metres out. Again, chance for Wales to, this strong Welsh pack to go out Ireland here. Another pressure situation to survive. That's taken off the base by Heather O'Brien. That's good speed. Muldoon now to Briggs for the clearance. Again, she hasn't found touch. And Hewell feeds her right winger. That's good pace, good dart up the centre. That's slowed down though. And that's our arm out. Looks like a penalty going to be given against Ireland. It's a good defensive hit there.
I think that's the second penalty given away by Ireland for not rolling away. So, I mean, again, they want to play their the game smartly because there we are. We have a chat and a warning to Ireland. So I'm sure yellow card will be the next.
Yeah, Nicky Inwood having a chat with Fiona Coughlin there.
Another 3 points here.
Yes, and Robin Wilkins will have her confidence up after that fine first effort.
If Ireland can just hold on to the ball for a few phases and keep the composure, maybe get down the path a little bit. At the moment, they don't seem to be able to hold on to the ball for
No,
phases, and that's not obviously not happening in the scoreboard.
In fairness, they haven't really been trying to. I mean, they've defensively they've kicked. On that occasion, it wasn't Niamh Briggs' finest kick and gave Divgi Huel a chance to run back at Ireland. So it's something perhaps they might consider is actually. But I suppose that when they trucked Jenny Murphy up the middle, she got absolutely lambasted out of it. So it's impressive stuff from Wales so far.
Absolutely, and you've no doubt that Wales did their video analysis in Ireland, and highlighted the fact that Jenny Murphy would be used quite a lot of the centres.
Good strike by Wilkins, and again she's slotted that over the black spot. So Wales 6, Ireland 0 after 24 minutes, and a real threat to Ireland's title aspirations here, Joy. So we'll see what kind of character the girls. I mean, obviously they showed great character and grit last year, but this time there are a lot of questions been asked of them. We'll have to see whether they can step up.
Yeah, fingers crossed they will. They have done all of last year, so I mean, time will tell, I suppose.
Yeah, Niamh Briggs now to restart. Again, Wales a little hesitant on feeling those restarts. Day now to Snowsill. Long way back, struggles with that. Good pressure from Ireland. Fiona Coughlin, good pressure from a prop there. So Briggs now. Well, actually, that's been given as a knock on, which I thought was pretty harsh. Seemed to knock it backwards to me.
Running with a lot of confidence every time they penetrate that line, you know, and they seem to be getting yards. So I think that's definitely something that Ireland need to address.
So, first time in a while for Ireland to find themselves in a good field position. Again, Alison Miller just outside Nora Stapleton, off her blindside wing. Muldoon to feed. Good scrum, solid. Stapleton now. Pops to Alison Miller. Steps inside one, but is taken down. The ball's lost forward. Again, it's just those frustrating errors when Ireland do get in good position that they are making. That's a fine clearing kick. Niamh Briggs. And shoots. Tries to pop through the gap, but again tries to offload. And I thought that went forward. Yes, that's given us an advantage to Wales. Nora Stapleton now. Kicks down the middle. Oh, and again fumbled by the Welsh in behind us, Philippa Chitchewit. That's a good recovery.
Ireland just need to be that little bit more clinical. Every time they seem to go into possession they're knocking it forward,
yeah.
They're giving the 50-50 passes, they don't need to. I think if they just get a couple of phases in, regain their confidence, start making ground, that would be a lot more positive to the girls.
Just need an error-free 5 minutes where they hold on to the ball, no speculative stuff, truck it up and get a little confidence in their own game. So line it again, Heather O'Brien takes it, but that's a scrappy one. Muldoon calling for reinforcements there. And Ireland awarded a penalty. Wales coming over the top.
I mean, you see Heather O'Brien going up clean for that ball, and again, it's still ending up quite scrappy. So, I mean, if they can just clean up the areas and the set pieces, I think it'll be an awful better position.
So Niamh Briggs finds touch just on the halfway line. So 13 minutes left in this half for the Irish team just to sharpen their act up before the Goose Doyle gets them in half time, because that's better. In fact, the first time going to Mary-Louise Riley in the line out. Lynn Cantwell now finds Niamh Briggs. Offloads out of it. Lynn Cantwell loops around. That's nice passing, but that's Hannah Casey not quite able to take that.
I think she was actually running quite flat and giving a deep pass. So again, a problem that Ireland had last week as far as reloading and getting that bit deeper, attacking.
That's right, even against Scotland they were just overrunning a little and not giving themselves the depth. However, a chink of light has a bit more positivity coming into the Irish play.
Jenny Murphy uses a decoy, a spot line,
Yeah.
and in behind and a work to treat. You know, they were obviously Wales were expecting a Jenny Murphy crash up in them.
And that's the second string to Ireland's backline bow. You have Jenny Murphy on the crash, but Lynn Cantwell is a distributor, and again she's very clever. She's a very clever player. That's a great scrum by Ireland, and Day to Snowsill going backwards, gets the clearance away. That's a big kick. And again the value of that breeze.
Snowsill is she's kicking quite well tonight actually, and she's relieving pressure for Wales.
So Irish line out again, having prospered with nice clean ball off the top from Mary Louise Riley. Will they use her again or go to Heather O'Brien, who they have used a lot? O'Brien at 2.
I don't think the tail is an option anymore, not with these.
And it's gone to Louise Riley again, but crooked. Both hookers really struggling in the breeze.
Yeah, unfortunately, Stacey Lee Kennedy, she's not having as easy a night tonight as she did against Scotland. I mean, I think it was pretty much perfect conditions last week, and you know, and they reaped their rewards with their lineup.
So good attacking position for Wales. They have a somewhat unusual backline formation here, as second centre is almost flat with the out half, while the first centre is in behind her. So perhaps a loop as that wind and rain starts to really pile down now. And I think that's it for the evening. I think we're going to be in a storm for the second half. That's great pressure at the base there by Ireland. For Wales recycle. They moves to Snowsell. In the centre to Wilkins, takes it back in. Again, Wales with slow possession. That's a good tackle with Stacey Lee Kennedy on Megan York. Wales go down the open side again. Snowsell comes back against the grain, manages to link. Back row looking to take it up. That's good pressure by Ireland as Nia Davies is taken. Again, good outside pressure from Ireland, cutting that off when Wales look to go wide. Snowsell under pressure. Siobhan Fleming can't quite get to her. Snowsell gets the kick away. Alison Miller now, chance to run. But she's snuffed out. Now Marissa Muldoon, chance here perhaps to move it, but Nora Stapleton comes back inside. There's a bit of space there on the outside, and again if they can move it, then Cantwell. Chips ahead, held up in the breeze. That's good pressure from Ireland. Lynn Cantwell regathers. And that's good strength from Lynn Cantwell as well. Jenny Murphy now in at scrum half. But that's not the rest of scrum half passes. Mary Louise Riley, but that's a penalty against Wales for offside in the centre. Again, a bit more like it. Ireland getting a bit of momentum. Nora Stapleton taps. Sophie Spence on the charge. Offloads well, but it's knocked on, unfortunately. Ambitious offloading in this kind of weather.
I must say, in Cantwell, there was no real option other than a kick and a fine kick that she made, retaining the ball back again. So well done then.
And just a spark of life. Ireland starting to get a couple of phases together, carrying a bit more threat.
I think that's what Ireland need, just to get a few phases together, you know, up the confidence, and I'm sure we'll see the side that we're used to seeing, the expansive rugby being played.
Certainly, if they can get Sophie Spence charging up the middle like that a bit more, that's good to see. And the danger with these conditions is that with the rain driving in like this, that it's not going to be. It's hard to use that actually in the second half. It's fine having the wind, but when it's wind and rain like this, it's difficult just to get the basics right.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it becomes a mud bath, and you know, a lot more errors are made, and it becomes a messy game. And it's definitely not a type of game that Ireland like playing. Maybe in the past, 5-6 years ago, but I think as we go on, you know, we have so many elaborate and fast backs, you know.
Well, the good news is actually the pitch is holding up very well, because given the amount of weather, the amount of rain we've had over the last month, it's an extraordinary condition.
It always is, Adrian. Like this pitch, these grounds are second to none as far as I'm concerned.
Fortress Ashbourne. Ireland haven't been beaten here since March 2011 when England lowered the Irish colours, but they're under real threat here today. The wind is starting to howl.
It's getting cold.
Yeah. So, day to feed. For a scrum, slight turn on it. Let's go pressure on the back row. Siobhan Fleming, great pressure. I have to say, I don't share Nicky Inwood's view of the knock-ons. I thought that went back again, but hey, we'll be thankful for small mercies at this stage.
Fairness to Siobhan Fleming, you know, she's a lot more visual here tonight. She seems to be putting an awful lot of pressure on the out half. Well done there, Siobhan Fleming.
Yeah, last week it was Claire Malloy who kind of caught the eye with her dancing feet in traffic. This week it's more about that, just that grunt work and getting the pressure on. Ireland now move wide. Cantwell into out half. Murphy takes it. Oh, pumping her legs well to try and make that extra few yards. Muldoon now to Siobhan Fleming. Again prominent. Oh, that's again Ireland just making the error at the critical moment. But they've been awarded a penalty. Hands in the ruck, according to referee Inwood. What's the call here? Eve Briggs deciding that the wind, I think, is a bit too much and going to go for the corner. So first chance for Ireland really to apply some pressure on the Welsh line.
I think a typical Irish maul here would be a very strong option.
If they can get the line out right. Which has been...
Normally, you know, not too far from the try line, opposition would normally put up pods, and the way they're lining up here doesn't seem to be putting a pod up, so they should be able to get clean ball from this line out and go from there.
Can they get the momentum though? Let's see. All will be revealed. Heather O'Brien at the front again. Wells take it down early. And Muldoon moves outside to Stapleton. Cantwell feeds Jenny Murphy. Again, great strength from Jenny Murphy. Oh, that's terrific strength. Oh, Muldoon has gone left, however. Stapleton, Cantwell, Niamh Briggs, but it's good Welsh defence. All up in the line, but that's great drive from... So Ireland now just 5 metres out. Again, they knock on the critical position. Better though.
It's going to have to be a little bit more clinical. Again, you know, a lot of messy ball there in the ruck area. Again, a knock on. So I don't think they'd be very happy with that, especially where they were on the pitch. How many? 5 metres out. Yeah,
touch of white line fever.
I think so, yeah. It's great to see forwards being so visual as far as Mary Louise Riley shouting for the ball. There was a massive overlap to the right hand side, and Muldoon chose to go left. So, I mean, there are options there.
As the rain pelts down, Wales defend the scrum. Interesting to see if Ireland can get at this Welsh scrum. That's a fine Welsh Irish drive, disrupting that. Looks like it's gone through the 90. Referee letting it go, however. And she's going to give an advantage to Ireland. She had the arm out, but Alison Miller knocks it backwards. Briggs to Miller. And she show her pace. Stapleton misses out on Murphy this time. Cantwell, that's a beautiful pass. Siobhan Fleming. Hannah Casey goes to the corner. Oh, she's just taken by Huell. Ireland though, can they recycle? Stapleton finds Cantwell to Murphy, up the centre. Again, good defence from the Welsh centres. Muldoon, can she get quick ball? Yes, she can. Oh, that has to be. Well, it's a 3-pointer at least, but Ireland may rue that. That was a great opportunity. Surely she's got to talk. She's not calling the Welsh captain over at all.
I don't think Inwood actually saw that professional foul, unfortunately. I think Wales are very lucky not to get a yellow card there.
Well, she had to have seen if she's given the penalty, and if she's seen it, and it is, that's the very definition of a professional foul. It's pretty extraordinary that there's no yellow shown there. However, chance for Niamh Briggs to bring the score as we enter the last minute of the first half to 6-3, which would not be a bad position given what we've seen in this first half. Well, I don't know whether you saw that on camera, but as soon as that ball got over the bar, it went sharp left.
Yeah, it's good to see Ireland now picking up momentum and again gaining a lot more confidence. So I mean, if they go on as they're playing now, I think you'll see an awful lot more
Yeah,
points
gradually playing their way into this match. It's taken quite a while.
It's just a matter of taking control, and it's great to see that they have the mental side to do that.
So Snowsell to restart. Yeah, and she's a good kicker, Snowsell, and that's not very capably dealt with by Ireland. In fact, both sides guilty of poor restart receptions.
I think maybe the wind can be quite deceptive as far as how fast the ball is travelling as well, so that probably has an aspect to do.
So Lee Kennedy again to throw. As we just come into injury time this first half. Yeah, better by Ireland. Just kept sensible, just taking it to the front in these conditions. Muldoon finds Briggs. And she's not found touching that again, but it's knocked on. Here's a chance for Miller. Can she use her pace? It's actually kicked on again. Ireland putting the Wales under pressure. Stapleton and Cantwell in there. Snowsell, but that's messy again and scrappy. Malloy on the Welsh defender there. Is there a bonus at the end of this half for Ireland? Yeah, it's slow, but Wales have it. And Snowsell again just clears.
Yeah, it was unfortunate Ali Miller missing those footballing skills, kicking the ball infield rather than keeping it down the wing. But well played.
That's right, the leash football in her coming out. So
6 points to 3. I mean, Ireland came back. I think they should be happy enough in the last 20 minutes.
yeah, the last 10 minutes in particular, Ireland really come back into it. But there's enough there to suggest that Wales keep it tight in the second half. This is going to be a dogfight all the way to the final whistle.
Yeah.
So we leave you and see you in the second half.